Welcome to the World Values Survey Online Analysis Module, or ODA for short. The ODA lets you examine and display results from all World Values Survey waves. To start using it, you need to select the option from the main menu. You will land on the ODA main page. First, you need to select a round. Just click on it. Then you need to select the countries to analyze. Only enabled countries have data for the round. To select a country, click on it. To deselect, just click again. After clicking a country, you will see the Analyze button. Clicking on it will lead to next section. You can select all countries and deselect them by clicking the respective button. After your selection is made, click the Analyze button. In the next step, you will see the round's questionnaire index of questions. It is organized in sections to simplify locating the questions. When you click a section, you will see on the right the list of questions included in it. Click any of them to see the statistical results. You can also search questions using the search box. Write any text and click Enter. Note search is just by word inclusion. You can set the matching case and complete word options by clicking their checkbox. Now let's click on a question and go to Next Level. You will land on the statistical section. You will see a table of results and a default graph. If you selected several countries, you will see by default the crossing by country. Otherwise, you will see a frequencies output. You can navigate to the next or previous question using the arrows. Or you can return back to the index or even the home by clicking the home or back buttons. You have many options here. Let's see them one by one. First, you can change the crossing variable by selecting it on this list. You will see some default variables. Pick one. You can also select variables that aren't listed by default. Just select the last option, choose a different variable, and pick one from the emerging list. The table will immediately display the new table. To remove the crossing variable, click the crosshair next to the list. What you see now is the marginals view. To add a second crossing variable, select it on the second selector list. On crossing tables, you can change the values that are displayed. By default, you will see percentages over column total, but you can select absolute values, percentages over row total, and percentages over total. If the table is wide, you will see a scroll bar, but you can also magnify it to full row display on a desktop computer by clicking the magnifier. Now let's look at the charts. You have noticed that as you changed crossings, the default graph also changed. If you are seeing marginals, you will see a bar chart. But you can also see a pie or a column chart. You can even switch between three-dimensional and bidimensional chart. The MV key lets you hide the missing values, don't know, no answer, and so on, to have a cleaner graph. You can also click on the legend values to hide/show them on the graph. When you see a crossing, the default chart is a stacked bar chart. You can click a row to see the chart corresponding to the values in that row. You can also click a header to show the chart for a given country or category of the crossing variable. To return to default chart, click the table button at the top left corner. In two-variable crossings, the default chart is complicated. But you still have some options. Selecting a row will show the chart for the selected category only. Much simpler to read. In the same way, you can select a column to see the chart for selected second variable's category. At any time, you can export the results. You can export to Excel, PDF, or simply take a snapshot and save to PNG image format. If the question was asked in previous rounds, you will notice a row of buttons telling you that. Clicking on our 6 button will show results for same question and countries in round 6. Countries with no survey will of course be excluded. If you want to see the evolution of answers over different rounds, then we are talking of time series. Click the time series button to display the table of results over rounds. If you selected several countries, you will see a block of rows for each country. The graph may be messy if you have selected many countries, but again you can select categories of the question to display the chart for this specific answer. If the question has mean values, you can also select it to display the evolution of mean over time. There is a way to compare country results visually for a given round, the maps. The maps rely on indicators we define for each question. An indicator may be something like percentage of those who answer 1 or 2 less percentage of those who answer 3 or 4. Each country gets a value that is represented on the map using a color scale. To return to the question display, just click the time series button again. Click on Map button to display the default indicator. To return to the question results, click the Maps main button again. You will see the world map with all countries with data colored. You can also see on the right the indicator values for each country. You can select continents to display a close-up map. There are maps for Asia, Africa, Europe, North and South America and Oceania. If you want to view or change the definition of the indicator, click the Options button. Clicking again will return to Values display. To change the values to display, select the type of indicator and the categories involved. If the indicator is of type frequency of selected categories, just click the categories involved. If it is a computed indicator, select the categories that count as positive and the ones that count as negative. As you change the definition, the map will change automatically. You can also display the graph associated to the map indicator by clicking the Chart button. Clicking the World Map button will return to map display. And this is all. As usual, the best way to learn is to play with it. Thanks for using World Values Survey and happy research.